VR is going to fail. Sorry that I sound like a negative Nancy, a Debbie Downer, or a mean person, whatever, but it's true. And no, it's not the price of the Oculus Rift and the Vive.
$600.
But it's sad too, because I really don't want things to fail, but the almost complete positive coverage of VR is probably its biggest detriment. Not that positivity is a problem, but people really need to be cautious. You might be thinking to yourself, why should people be cautious? Well, that's because too much hype can be a bad thing. Sometimes if people are expecting a certain experience like people were with Destiny, then given a different one, people tend to dislike the product. So when VR comes out and it's not as amazing for that particular person than what that person was going to expect, then they will say negative things about it. Other people will hear bad things about it, and now they would assume that it was just a gimmick. Well, still not convinced that VR will not live up to its hype? Then consider this. Think about how video games are controlled. Did you think about controllers? How about motion control device? No? DDR pad? Power glove? Skateboard? Freaking mind control? No? Okay, so what have we learned from this? Well, it's really difficult to add some new control method. Probably the biggest difference in controls in the past couple years was probably the second thumbstick on a controller. It's the biggest innovation we've had. Not only do developers have to implement it into their games, but consumers have to purchase these VR headsets that are optional experiences. This causes a feedback loop that works in both ways. If few people purchase VR headsets, then few developers will implement it into their games. If few developers make VR games, then few people will purchase VR headsets. This happened not only with PlayStation Move, but also 3D TVs. Remember that new way to watch television? Well, where are they now? And how many people still use them today? Raise your hands. Exactly what I thought. But the PlayStation Move had another problem. It was the middle of the console generation peripheral. See, what happens is that people show up at their local Best Buy or GameStop, and they typically walk up to an associate and ask for a console. Then the associate would ask, which one? And the consumer would say, I just want to play Call of Duty. Anyways, the average consumer is probably gonna pick up the cheaper option. Most people would rather spend more on games themselves. Even if VR gets Call of Duty, which is not, at least not anytime soon, people are going to just buy the base console because they can play Call of Duty on that. VR needs that killer app that is exclusive to it. Finally, let's compare the PlayStation Move to its cousin, the Nintendo Wii. When the Wii came out, there was a scarcity of that product. Not only that, but when people visited other people's house who had that console, they played together and they saw how awesome it was. They saw how easily people could actually use it. Ease of use is very important in this. And so these games where people were able to play together and a not too bad price range made it a big hit. So that demand made people really want it. See, the problem is that VR can't replicate the Wii's success because not everyone can use it. Also, there have been reports of motion sickness among people. Can also be difficult for older people to get on board with. This is probably not going to introduce new people to gaming. The thing that's going to legitimize this is if I would be able to give my father, my mother, whatever, other people who do not game, and give them this experience and for them to be able to understand it and not see it as a gimmick like 3D televisions were. But this happened with the Wii though. People were able to pick it up and actually be able to use it, play together in a very easy and simplified manner. So summary time, what have we learned? Well, for VR to be successful, it has to overcome its gimmick, just like what the Nintendo did with the Wii. It needs that killer app that is exclusive to it. There needs to be a demand for it just like the Wii. It also has to make it so that it's easy to use. The thing is that VR hasn't really accomplished any of these goals, and as of this recording, reviews of the Oculus Rift have been mixed, ranging from "this is the future" to "this is a total disappointment." Only true way to see whether VR is going to catch on is to just wait. So I hope you guys like that episode right there. If you think that VR is the future, let me know. Probably put a poll right here. Click on the eye and you'll see the poll. See if VR is going to be successful or not. What I mean successful is are we going to see an immediate next generation of this hardware? Are a lot of people going to pick this up and actually use it? Is it going to become the PlayStation Vita, PlayStation Move of consoles, or is it going to become the Wii? Of course, the Wii is not really the best example because it was a gimmick itself that people caught on later on, but still, at least we would have at least one generation of success with it. But anyways, if you're really tired of, Let's Plays and all that, if you want some like much more meatier, much more thought-provoking episodes and stuff like that, please slap that subscribe button. Just caress it, love it, press it. Use your mouse and touch it right there. Right, it's right there. No, not the X button. No, don't click off of this video. Press that subscribe button. It totally helps me out. Lets me know that what I'm doing is not a waste of time. Also, that thumbs up is very important. Because if you thumbs down, I get executed, kind of like in Gladiator. But anyways, hopefully we'll get more than 3 likes hopefully on this video. But anyways, if you want some more videos, leave a comment down below and just yell it from the rooftops to let me know. I'll probably hear it. But anyways, thanks you guys so much for watching these videos, and have a good day. Goodbye.